It's time to craft. Let's go.
Well, hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm participating in a collaboration with the Fab Five ladies. And if you don't know who they are, let me introduce them to you. It is Felicia with BOK Media Life. Then you have Kay with At Home with Kay, and she is the host for this month's collaboration. Then you have Donna with the Creole Crafter, Melinda with the Crafty Doll, and yours truly, Joy with Joyful Designs. And so, guys, today we are to take some clay and create some home decor out of it. So, let's see what I've done in first DIY. So, as you can see, I have this glass jar or vase from the Dollar Tree, and I am taking that clay from the Dollar Tree and I am applying it all around this vase. Now, I will be honest and let you know that I have not played with clay since I was in elementary school. So at first I was like, a little intimidated, but then I started like, okay, I got the hang of it. Okay. And actually start enjoying messing with the clay. And everything seemed to have been working out very well. As you can see, I am just patting down the clay all around this vase because we are, if you haven't guessed it already, creating a planter using the clay as the, I guess, exterior surface. And I am using some water just to smooth out the clay and get out any lumps or whatever. And I'm just, going over it, just smoothing everything out. And I was really excited about it. But then look what happened. The next day, it was crumply like this. That's the way it looked. After it had dried, that's the way it looked. It just cracked. And I will say, after researching, that that was not some good clay. It was, you know, for whatever this project was, I needed a better type of clay. And, I just said I'm going to make it work because at the end of the day, I actually liked the way it looked. And so, it was rustic, and I'm all about that rustic look. And I am applying some Mod Podge just to make sure that none of the clay fell off the piece. And so I was like, okay, I am just going to apply this Mod Podge. And I was just like, just, Lord, just be with me with this project. So I was like, I don't know what else to do. And so again, I'm just applying Mod Podge all around it. I did do some research and I did find that there are some other brands that works better for these types of projects, but hey, I was just trying to keep it budget friendly for you guys. But, if you are wanting to recreate this project, I would really encourage you to get a better clay. And I will leave that linked in the description box of this video to give you some suggestions as to which clay to use. And now and really after I started painting this and I saw that it was taken away from the cracked look, I was like, hey, I probably should have just left it like it was and then just continued on with the next step. But I decided to just paint and paint. And again, I am using the Waverly brand chalk paint in the color plaster, and I will be applying a generous amount of paint to this piece. I actually thought it was going to give me even more of a crackling effect because I had applied the Mod Podge on the clay first and then added the paint, but it didn't. I guess it was like it's enough cracks in this piece. And now you see me taking some of that jute rope and I am just going to apply it to the bottom half of this piece. And now I'm just scraping off the excess clay that has spilled over and dried. And again, I am going to just clean up the edge a little bit so that I can successfully glue down the rope to the bottom edge. So guys, again, I want to remind you that this is a video that is a part of the Fab 5 collaboration, wherein we are to take clay and make a home decor item. We can do 3 projects or just use clay in some project, a project. And today's host for this project is Kay with At Home with Kay, and you will be seeing some information about Sweet Kay and the other Fab 5 ladies. And now you see I've added the jute rope to the bottom and added a bow. And of course, if you are a regular on my channel, you know I am going to burn the phrase off, which I did. And so I was trying to give it, you know, even more of a cutesy feel. It didn't work. So I said, well, let's add some hearts to it since we are in the Valentine's Day crafting mood, at least I was. And so now you see me just adding some greenery from the Dollar Tree. And I didn't want the stems to be so high, so I did cut them down just to make it fit inside of this planter. And all in all, this turned out very cute considering what I went through to get it to this point. And as I was speaking, this is Kay, the collaboration host. She is with At Home with Kay, and she does beautiful shabby chic decor, and then she does clay decor. She makes this realistic foods. Look at this, guys. Now, we are not, speaking for myself, I am not talented like that, but check out Kay, At Home with Kay's channel. And then she makes beautiful DIYs. This is one that she made over the Christmas holidays, and she also does painting. And let me tell you about her Mackenzie Childs now. You can't sleep on that. And then we're going to head on over to Donna, the Creole Crafter. Donna has her hands in rustic decor, rustic farmhouse decor. She's amazing. Look at her creations, guys. If you have yet to check out Donna over at the Creole Crafter, please make sure you head on over to her channel. And now we move into DIY number 2. So I had some leftover clay, right? And so I just made a ball. And I said, you know what? I am going to make a paperweight out of this ball. Now, I think my creativity was just taking, it had got a hold of me. So I said, I'm just going to create a paperweight. And then I allowed it to dry and, you know, painted it using that Waverly brand chalk paint in the color plaster. And then I went to my go-to, the jute rope, and I just did a jute rope design using it, just, you know, crossing and circling and all that good stuff, and to give this a cute little ball design. Again, it was heavy enough to be a paperweight, and so I was like, and I can't wait for you to see how I styled it in the video. Something so simple and unexpected turned out to be cute, at least to me. And you guys gotta let me know what you think about these projects. And just give me grace because it was really my first time using clay since elementary school. And again, I am just going around in circles, zigzag, cross, top, bottom, and just gluing it down. And again, I was going to put some florals to it, but I was like, no, didn't like it, burned the phrase. And then I said, well, you know what, let me just create me a bow. Bows make everything pretty. And then I added a heart in the center. You'll see that the florals was removed. And now this is DIY number 3. And this is the final DIY in this project. So I had done the whole jar thing where I apply the clay to the jar, and it cracked. And so I just took those cracked pieces, and then I said I am going to make an eclectic piece of art. So when I say I really stepped out of my comfort zone when doing this, I really stepped out my comfort zone. And so it took me back to a place where when I was creating this, I was like, this might be cute. So you know how you are walking and you see like cracks in the ground, and so you see like weeds or grass growing up in between it. That's what I decided to recreate. Now, why this came to me, it just hit my head, and I said, you know what? It's in my head. I got to get it out. And so I am just gluing down all of these little pieces and just gluing them around in a half moon shape. And then I decided that I was going to try to create a cactus plant in the center. Now, again, this is my first time using clay. And as a reminder, this video is a part of the Fab 5 collaboration that we have monthly, and Kay with At Home with Kay is the host for this month challenge. And so you can kind of see it. It was kind of looking like a cactus, right? You see it? No, not really. Okay. And so I was going with it. I was in the zone. But then I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to take the top portions of this off, and then I am going to add a word. But not before I decided to, as you can see, paint the top portion where the cactus would be with some of that plaster paint, and now I'm Mod Podging some of that moss in the inside or underneath or in between the little cracks that was in the clay. So I'm going all the way around and just adding some of that moss. And you know, this is abstract art, I will say. And again, you guys got to let me know what you think. And those feet in the backgrounds belongs to my baby boy. He just came home from a beach trip with his pediatrician. So yeah, she's almost like a godmother to him. But anyway, back to what I was saying. And so then I decided to take some of these stems and just add them as if it was, you know, like what you call it, like ivy, but I didn't have ivy, so I just used what I had and just glued those stems on top of what I call my cactus, adding moss just everywhere. And this is a different piece. I'm going to tell you, this is a different piece, but you know, this is just to let you guys know that not all projects are created equal. So then I have this word hello. It's a wooden word that I purchased from, I think it was either Walmart or Hobby Lobby. And it is just the word hello. And now I'm using some of that walnut tint to put on the word hello. And we're going to discuss this Fab 5 beauty right here, Felicia, who's also known as the Lamp Queen. She has the channels Be Okay Media Life as well as Be Okay Media Food Freaks. And she creates very beautiful high-end DIYs. And I can promise you that if you were to go over to her channel, you would be simply amazed at how she executes her projects and make them look so pretty and high end. And not only that, she creates and makes good food. So she's a cook, she's a fashion designer. I like picking with her with that. And she's a genuine supporter, and I always say she's my crafting bestie. So guys, we're headed into the reveal. As you can see, DIY number 1 turned out to be very cute after all. I pushed through. I wasn't sure as to how it was going to look, but I think it turned out great. And then here's my paperweight. And as you can see, I've styled it here with some of those Dollar Tree books. Of course, they just wood that has these different sayings on them. But yeah, I think overall that turned out cute, very simple and easy to recreate. And who would have thought it was just a ball of clay, literally. And then here's the eclectic and abstract art piece. You guys gotta let me know what you think about it. Now, I am not expecting everyone to like it. It is very, very different, but in my head, it kind of did what was in my head for this last project. I probably should have laid the moss down first before adding the clay, but nevertheless, I appreciate this project. Again, this was a project, a collaboration with the Fab Five ladies, where the host was Kay with At Home with Kay. And until the next DIY, guys.